Let me record. Okay. So I'll take a blank chart and I'll try to explain here how you can do to get those setups. Okay.
Okay.
So UFX here. Okay. Here I don't have any setup. Okay. Oh, let me delete them first. Okay. So when you take the blank chart, uh, do you analyze in the evening or when you want to trade that you analyze?
I analyze after the Asian session.
Okay, okay. I think that's the best thing to do. Okay. So now I replay price at Asia session before after the Asia session. It's like this that you analyze, right?
Yes. So for today, I expect the price to go up above the Asian and tap into the POI and then drop down, but it didn't come to that. I think it was a 15-minute.
Yeah, I
OB.
think I have seen you send the chart. I've
Yeah.
seen your chart, yeah. I
I,
think it was a zone somewhere at this high.
yeah.
I don't know
It,
which one was that, but somewhere here.
yeah.
So the first thing you'll have to understand is about the higher time frame trend. If you look at this, is market bullish or bearish?
It's bullish.
Okay. So if market is bullish, you look for buy setup more than sell setups. Okay.
Okay.
What I mean is you don't look for anything like supply zone to sell from. Like this supply, if you want to sell from this supply, it's not really a good idea because price
Okay.
is more likely to, like create a new high again. Every high, and you look at this previous high here, price took it out. And
Yeah.
if you look at this high here, price is more likely to take it out again. And it's the same thing that have been happening. If you look at this high, price took this one as well. Though it's another block, but price took it out. So you have to understand when price is bullish, you only look into buying. Even if there is sell setups, I will come back to this one later. But when you look at this, you know that you're only gonna be buying this one. Okay.
Okay.
And if I want to analyze this one, for sure price will give me a pullback, okay? Like I get this one as my breakout structure. This one is a breakout structure, boss. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the order block I can buy from. This one. The last sell this last candle before they buy the break structure. This order block is
Yeah.
valid, you know it.
Yeah. I
Get
thought
this one.
price would come down to that one and then go
Exactly.
up again.
Exactly. So what you want here is price come here and you buy. So you are looking for a buy setup here. But for price to come from this zone here till here, it might take a day. Okay, this one is 15 minutes. So it might take a day for price to come here. As you can't wait for a whole day to get your buy setup, then you can sell price to this zone so that you can buy it. That makes sense.
Yeah. I
You
think my
look for your
bias is in.
exactly. You look for your sell setup to this area. You sell to this area, and now you look for your buy setup here. And now I remove this. Once you know the direction, you know that first you'll have to be selling, bring price to your OB, and now you buy. This is the first information you got from the 15 minute. Once you get the 15 minute, from the 15 minute, we only got the direction right. Price will have to sell to this zone and it will buy later. Okay. This is a 15 minute. Now, for you to scalp, you'll have now to go to the 1 minute. I don't know if you master the 1 minute chart. Now you go to your 1 minute. It depends. You can go to the 1 minute, you can go to 3 minutes, 2 minutes, all depend. The time frame that you think is cool for you, you can go with. The 3 minute is almost the same as the 1 minute, but some details you might not see them, like some breakup structure or change of character, maybe you might not see them. Okay. So if I come here, and after the Asia on this, I can't really take any trade setup yet, unless price break into any direction. If price goes down, I break structure to the downside, which means price broke this low, which is my breakout structure. So I can expect the pullback here so that I can sell down. Okay.
Okay.
I hope that makes sense. Exactly. So
Yeah.
let's see what happened. Now price dropped. and give us our breakup structure. Look at this.
Mhm.
We got this as our breakup structure. Just analyze the same way you do on the higher time frame. When you look, price is bearish, okay?
Mhm.
Price is giving us this pullback, this pullback, this pullback, this. And on this, we can have a pullback and a sell again, as usual. So once you get this, you look for now your zone that you can enter from. And I told you, you can only sell from a premium and buy from a discount based on the fib level.
Yeah.
If you put the fib from the high to the low, then you know you can only look for order block that is at the 50% above, like 62, 72, or 79 or 85. So you zoom here, you look for your zone, okay? And if you look at this, which zone is it even valid? This one is kind of mitigated. If you see well, it's mitigated by this. This one is mitigated. But for me, the 1 minute, I use the liquidity more than the order block. I don't know if that makes sense. Let's see. Let me get you something. 15 minutes. Okay, have you seen this order block, right?
Yep.
If a SMC trader wants to take this buy, this is the entry, the stop loss is below this low. Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, a little bit below they put normally, yeah.
Yeah, you can put a little bit below if you want. So if price comes here and price trade a bit below this zone and goes up, which means price came and took the stop loss of whoever that is buying from this candle. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
Whoever that is buying here, the stop loss below this low. So if price comes here and buys, in which means price came to take the stop loss or the liquidity so that it can buy. The liquidity is not always double top, double bottom trend line liquidity. Liquidity can also be the order block. You know, below the order block, we have SMC traders liquidity, which is the stop loss. So price can just go, take it out. Have you experienced where price, you took a buy or a sell, price hits your stop loss and straight away goes to TP?
Yes, multiple times.
Exactly. So when you hit stop loss, is the SMC hunt or is the liquidity taken? Liquidity taken from SMC traders for sure, not from retail traders, those trendline traders. So on this, I get back to my 1 minute. You look for any zone that you think it is induced the way where people can have stop losses there. So if someone is trying to, let's say, sell from maybe this zone here, okay? Let's say if someone is selling from this one, even if it is mitigated, the stop loss of the person should be above this high, okay? This high, normal. So the high that you think we have a lot of stop losses there is the high that might be manipulated. So you get a line here. So you want price to come here, take whoever that is selling here the stop loss and tap your entry and you sell it down. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, your entry is the stop loss of whoever that is selling from this order block here. And normally price is not supposed to go above this high because it's somehow supposed to be a protected high. Okay.
So you put your stop loss, you put your stop loss at that wick and then above the high.
Yeah, yes, the stop loss above the high and this your entry. You get your entry like this. And you can, as you know, price will have to drop, then you can just target the next demand zone, which is this one, actually 20R3. But for me, I take like 90% of my position below this low, the low that is created new here. So this is where I take like 90% of my position off, and I keep the remaining till the final TP, which is this order block down here. I hope till now it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think I learn better through practice. So maybe after you explain today's
Sure, if
trade.
I finish, I will give you the host and you will try to check on your chart.
Yeah, so okay, what other setups were there today? What are
Let's see. EU. I don't know if I got this the first sell on EU. Okay. Let's play fast for price to come. Yeah, then price came to the zone, okay? When price came to the zone, you can look for your confirmation for the sell. If you look for confirmation for the sell, this already 1 minute. So you'll have to go to maybe the second time frame. I don't know. Do you have the second time frame?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. If you do have the second time frame, you can go to the second time frame and look for your confirmation. And the confirmation you look on the second time frame is the same thing as you look on the higher time frame. It's just price buying. You get your change of character, pull back to your supply zone, and you sell it down. And the same thing if price is dropping, okay, you need the previous high to be broken, which is the change of character, pull back to your order block, and you buy. But remember, you are entering from where you think people might have their stop losses. So you'll have to enter from, anyway, I will show you on the chart.
Okay,
So
where would
on,
you
yeah,
where would you consider the stock here?
so on
Or has it not?
this, you know, this one is a demand zone, okay?
Yeah.
And price failed it. So technically it's already like a change of character. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is demand failed.
Exactly. As demand failed, you know, if people has to sell, they sell from this order block, right? You see, this one is an order block, right?
Yeah.
This last candle that actually broke structure to the downside. This one is the order
Yeah.
block that price that people or SMC traders can sell from. As you know, this where a lot of people will be shorting. You just put your line exactly at their stop loss and you enter from the stop loss. I don't know if that makes sense.
It makes sense, but normally what they would do, they would wait for a engulfing candle, but here there's two green candles. Is that correct?
Yeah, this one is SMC traders. I'm not talking about retail. Because
Okay.
if you trade SMC, you just set, you'll have a sell limit here, okay? You'll get a sell limit here, and like this, you wait for price to trigger you in. And what happened is, price came, tap you in, go through your stop loss, and went to TP, okay? These SMC traders stop losses. I'm not talking about retail traders.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get your line exactly where you think people might have their stop losses, and get your entry here, and get your entry here, and your stop loss above the previous high, which is this one. You get this one.
Yeah.
And now you get back to your 1 minute. You are now triggered. And you see? And now for the BE. Once price, let me bring it back here. Put here a stop loss above this high. How do I manage my trade on this? If I look at this, once price comes to this low, you see this low here? This low on the left. Once price comes to this low, I can now go break even. I don't really go break even. I put my stop loss above the candle that got me in. You see, this is the entry, okay? You see, this one is our entry, okay? This is the entry. And you look at this week up here. You see this week up here? I put, if I want to go break even, I put my stop loss at the week that trigger me in. I put like this. In case price comes back for a re-entry, it doesn't hit my break even before going back to my TP. I don't know if that makes sense. Because sometimes the candle that trigger you in might be a re-entry or a block. And if you now go break even, then price can come hit your break even and go back to TP. So it's very important. You have to put your stop loss above the candle that got you in. And when you do this, make sure you already took partial. Okay. Like when price breaks below this low here, I already take like 50% off and put my stop loss at the level that I was telling you about. Okay. Yeah. So now let's continue. I get back. Yeah.
How quick was this move? Because I'm wondering, how would you be able to calculate your lot sizes?
Okay. So for the lot size, I always use how many pips is my stop loss. If I look at this, give me a second. Okay, this 1 point. Let me make it simple. Sometimes I make it to be a round number. Like instead of maybe 1.7 pip, I can make it to be 2 pips so that I can calculate easy. So if I know that it's 2 pips stop loss, then if I use one lot, it's $20 stop loss. I don't know if that makes sense.
No. I use the cashback forex or
Now,
the
let me tell you, I only trade EU. So on EU, for you to know, if you use one lot, okay?
Mhm.
If you use one lot, 1 pip is equal to 10 USD.
Yep.
Okay. So one lot makes, if I use one lot and 1 pip is $10. Okay. So if I want to risk, let's say if I want to risk $100 on this trade, then
So
I
you
have
do.
to use 10 lot.
Yep.
Because 10 lot makes 100. I don't know if you understand.
No, that does make sense.
Yeah. So that's how I calculate my lot size on EU. If I know that every trade I have to risk maybe $50, then what I do is I know that one lot on how many pips does this. So I just calculate like this and I put it. And most of the time I don't enter I don't enter with limit. I enter with listen. I enter with market. Once price comes to this zone, I just click sell on my MT5 and I put my stop loss and I'm done. Because sometimes you don't have enough time to put your sell limit before price come back to this zone, because this thing took less than 1 minute to come back. Broke this low range, like maybe 4 candles, 4 50-second candles, and went to our entry and pull back, So you have to really be quick on this.
So just for confirmation, do you mind calculating 2 pips? The lot size for 2 pips, for example. How many? Can you just kind of show me the calculation? Because I understand that one lot is 10 and
Yeah.
100 is 10 times 10. But for example, just show me an example for 2, maybe it'll marinate a little bit.
Let's say that per trade I want to risk $25, okay? Every trade I'm risking $25. If I know my stop loss is 2 pips, and one lot size give me $10 stop loss, and I know 2 lot size give me $20, then I use 2.5. I use 2.5, then give me $25 stop loss. Are you understand now?
Yes, no, that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. So if you know, for me, for example, if I know that my stop loss is 1.7, I make it to be 2 to make it for me a bit easier to trade or to calculate the lot size. I make it exactly 1.7. Sometimes it's a bit complicated to calculate it, but if it's 2, 3, 4, then it's very easy to calculate it. And if you put your stop loss like this, you might hit stop loss before TP. So I think it's better to give some spaces. So now we get back to the 1 minute. We sell. So I think we can target this low as our TP. Okay. And you know that every high, or let me just put this one. You see this low?
Yeah.
This low can be a reversal. If someone is buying from this low for sure is another block. If it look at it well, you see this OB?
Yeah.
This is another block. So technically, it is SMC traded stop losses. Anyone that is buying the stop loss for sure is going to be below this low. So what you can target is price can come, take this low or take the stop loss and give you the change of character and you buy. I don't know if that makes sense. Every stop loss taken. Let me come back here. Any retail traders, you know that on double top, they are selling, okay? On double top, they sell. So on the double top, you know that price will have to come above and give you this and you sell, okay? I hope you know this one already.
Yeah.
Double top, take it out, change your character and you sell. The same thing happen if you have double bottom, okay? You need price to take the double bottom and give you the change of character and you buy. Even this one, you know. And there's something you have to know is every order block is liquidity, okay? Let's see if we have this. Every order block is liquidity. As we do have this order block liquidity, price can come, take the stop loss of whoever is buying from the OB, give you change the character and buy. I hope that makes sense. Because price needs liquidity. If it is SMC trader or retail trader, it's not really a problem. If it is liquidity, it is liquidity to be taken. So if I come back here, you know, below this low, there's gonna be people buying and the stop losses are below this low. So if price comes, tap this zone and give us the change of character, then you can buy. And if you don't get it, just hold your trade till final TP. Okay. So let's see what happened. You see what I was telling you? Price came back almost.
Stop you out.
Yeah, almost hit break even. You might hit break even on your broker because of spread. But if you had your stop loss above this high, you see that you didn't hit break even. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I continue using the same logic, it was a re-entry. Let me show you. A second. Okay. I told you this low is broken. Okay. This low here is broken. So it's supposed to be a breakout structure. Okay. It's a breakout structure. After the breakout structure, we need an order block to enter from. And you see the order block is this one. You see this?
Yeah.
And see what happened.
Stop that.
Price went through stop loss before going to TP. So your entry, you know that it has to be above this zone, which is somehow liquidity or inducement. SMC traders hunt. So you enter from this zone. And your stop loss above the previous week, which was this one, which is also your break even. So you enter from this and you can target this next liquidity below here. You see this? So on this, you already have two entries. One here, 8R, one here, which is 6R, or if I just have to target this zone, yeah, it's 4R. According to market structure, price is supposed to go down. But every time you think price can turn around, you put your line and you wait for reaction. If you get reaction, you can enter. I hope till now you understand.
I'm really told then. You know how at below the Asian low, would the price have tapped into a POI? So you know at the bottom where you said price may reverse from?
Yeah.
Do you think it tapped into a POI? Is that why you're anticipating a reversal?
On this,
Right at the bottom. You said the price may reverse.
oh, okay, price may reverse is because of this level, this liquidity I'm talking about, this one. Price can just come, take whoever buying here, because some people are buying from this area, you know. We have traders buying from this, okay, for sure we'll have traders buying from this, and we'll have traders buying from this, because they will think of the Asia low is taken. I don't know if that makes sense. They'll think of the Asia low is taken. Now they look for the buy setup to maybe take the Asia high. But if you look well, price can come tap this zone below here, this order block below here and buy. There's no problem at all. If it tap and gives me change of character, I can buy it. But if price doesn't come and just invalidate this OB, I know price actually took liquidity below this OB already. And if it gives me change of character, I can buy it. I hope you understand.
Yeah.
You only need liquidity. The order block is not really important. Order block is a liquidity that price is hunting for. So on this, price came. Okay. If you look at it well, price came to this zone here and gave us a reaction. You see this bullish buy before the sell, which means people started buying from this area. You see it? If this one is another block and price came and started buying, which means people started buying. before going down, taking the stop losses. And after the stop loss taken, you need a change of character, pull back, and buy. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Without the
makes sense.
change of character, you can't really buy from these zones. Wait so that price can give you the change of character you're looking for.
You have changed character now?
Yeah, we got the change of character. On this, I think this was the change of character we are looking for. Change of character. If you want to buy, where would you buy?
That OB there at the bottom where it looks like a green wick, long wick, and then with the purple. This looks like it's blue, green, blue, green, blue, and then I would go at the bottom of that wick.
This or this you are talking about?
That right there where you just annotated it.
This one.
Yeah, so I'd put my wick there, but then price would have left me.
Okay, let's see if price even came back. So you see what happened? Your entry point is okay. Is okay. But if you look well, let me go to the 1 minute. Do you see that we have another block here?
Doji.
Yeah, do you see this order block?
Yep.
So you know that price is more likely to take the order block before going to TP. Or I don't know if that makes sense. We do have a lot of stop losses below this low than this low. Because this low, we have SMC traders buying from. This low, I don't really know if we do have people here.
Okay.
You have to think like which low has the most stop losses. You know,
So
this one is another block. Yeah.
So in this instance, would do you know the fib, would that work? But then this is moving too fast for a fib.
Now you can use a fib. Yeah, exactly. Look at what I was talking about. You see this OB? Price went through and now bought. So what really happened most of the time is, I think you even know this pattern already. This and price gave change of character, and that's something like this. And price came and does this. So on this, you are saying that this low is an inducement. And you get your order block somewhere here. I hope this makes sense.
Right, yes, it does.
Yeah, exactly. This one is just the SMC setup since. So it's the same thing that happened here. We know that this low is our inducement. So you can just enter below the inducement, which is this one. This one is your inducement. You can enter below this one. And there is something about the strategy that you have to know also. If you are looking for the zones, it depends on you. You can have this zone you can buy from, okay? I can have this zone I can buy from, okay? Someone else can have this zone to buy from. All these zones are correct, but there is something to understand about is the logic behind. If this low here has more liquidity, then price will just come here and buy. These lows, they might not have more liquidity, so price might not come there. So if you are entering from this, you got in your buy, okay? You see, we get in the buy, but the risk reward is less compared to someone that is entering from this, okay? And the risk reward is also less compared to someone that's entering below this one. So it's all about logic and risk reward. If you choose to enter from the one I put here, it's okay. If you get triggered, fine. You have your high RR trade, there's no problem. But if you don't get triggered, it was also because of you are looking for high RR trade. I don't know if that makes sense. The same thing, yeah.
So when it comes to these OBs, it's kind of like finding the best POI, and it's so for example, the one that's closest.
Exactly. You have to find the best zone. Your zone, you might get triggered with high R, or you might not get triggered with maybe low R, or all depend on you, actually, all depend on you. But the logic is very important. If you are good with your logic, you'll be triggered and you can have a good R trade. There was a reason for price to come to this zone, but not coming here. There was a big reason. It's just because this low, we have order block, so a lot of SMC traders are buying from. The fact that a lot of SMC are buying from, you see this one, the talk of this order block is mitigated. Okay, so the only order block which is not mitigated is this, and price went through. So you just enter from this low, and your stop loss below this low, and that's all. I hope that makes sense.
If I'm, I understand that you're supposed to put your entry where their stop losses are, because that's where liquidity lies. But right there, what you just did, so you said that line there is an inducement, I'm assuming, right? So that's where SMC wouldn't enter there, but there's a lot of money there still.
Yeah, a lot of people are entering from there. Some people, you can see this and say maybe okay, this one is inducement. You would not enter from maybe this low. But some SMC traders, okay, let me give you this logic. Let me give you this logic. You see this OB is mitigated, right? You see this OB is mitigated, right? And this is the only unmitigated OB. If I send you this setup, would you take it or not?
Yes,
because it's normal. All the order block are mitigated. This is the only one unmitigated, and you get your entry here. And look at what happened. Price just went through stop loss. So a lot of SMC traders, I know plenty of them, they enter from this zone here because all these are already mitigated. All these are already mitigated. All these are already mitigated. See this? Yeah. So you get your entry at where you think a lot of people are entering from. And I think someone got this buy today on Discord. Let me check it. It might take a bit of time. 5 minutes. I will open another Zoom. This one is not the premium Zoom. I didn't get it here. I don't know if I can get this thing. Someone took this buy with the same logic. That's so many charts. Anyway, I think I'll send it to you later if I get it.
Okay. No, but I think it just clarified right now when you drew those boxes, because one POI mitigated, the other mitigated. They're looking for the unmitigated one, so go below that.
Exactly. So we got this one. And where do you target as TP? You target the next supply zone. You see this one OB up here?
Right.
Yeah, you can target this zone as your TP. So you target this 8R. So this one is only London. You already got 3 setup. One here 6R, one here 8R, and one here 8R.
You have to be glued to the screen for this.
You see?
You have to be glued to the screen for this. You have to sit in front of the screen.
Yeah, you really have to be a real chart zombie to trade this.
Oh my goodness. Well, that makes so much sense.
Yeah. For this today, I didn't get this buy, but some people got, as I was saying, I didn't get this buy because for me, I was just interested into the sell. I was looking for this low below here because sometimes this is just backtest. You see this buy works. Some people, they can see the buy, but for me, as price was bearish, I didn't want to buy from this area. I was just trying to sell to my POI. So if we continue, we wait for price to come. Let's see my entries. You see, I got the 8R trade I was telling you about. This one. You see this?
That one.
This one here. Yeah, I got this one. And I put my stop loss slightly above the high to not hit stop loss by mistake. But you see the buy happen. I didn't take it, but I was interested into the sell. So I get back here. Okay. On this one again, same logic. Price tab our zone and gave us a change of character. Where
So
would you
above
enter
that,
from?
above that POI.
Exactly, you enter from here.
Yep.
Because you know a lot of people are gonna be having whatever there, and you see what happened. Price went
Yep.
through stop loss. So you get your entry exactly at this one, and your stop loss above the previous high. Yeah. And the TP, where do you target? You can just target this low here, 23R, or to make it simple, you target first this low, and if price goes to TP, then you can maybe target any other.
So it bust right there.
Yeah, and it did play out. You see, 8R on this. This sell I got it, but the other one I didn't get. But if you were to use this whole as your POI, it's okay. You still got the sell. Sometimes you can use the POI, there's no problem. If there's really nothing to manipulate, there's no problem. But if you see there's something to manipulate, you can enter from the manipulation of whatever you see there.
And when price busts, you would look for a re-entry, correct?
For sure, yeah. And make sure you go break even or you put your stop loss above the wick that you're in.
Exactly.
Yeah. On this, if I would go break even, I think I would put my stop loss above this high. This high. Because this high, if you look well, is an order block. Okay. So there is no reason for price to go slightly above. I can put my stop loss there and I take some portion. And if I see a entry, I can take it. So I think
So I can see that
yeah.
That POI, it's within the Asian. What was the time frame on that high time frame POI that you have?
It was this one, it was a 1 minute. If the POI was exactly the Asia high, I don't think that will be interesting to selling this one. If it was exactly the Asia high, I wouldn't sell it. But so it was is slightly below the Asia high. That was one of the reasons I sold it. And even I was not really confident on this sell because of the Asia high. Even with all these confirmations.
But I feel like with this kind of strategy, you don't care too much about POIs, but more so where the liquidity of the OBs are and market structure.
Exactly. You have to understand about market structure and liquidity. And you can actually, these almost 40R on one session, one London session. And I risk 0.25 per trade, 25%. Okay. I think I'll give you another Zoom link because this one will end in 1 minute so that you can backtest on your own.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.